Of all the Quincies who show a flashback, you show As Nodt and not BG9s? Dude's a freaking cyborg, android, robot thing. I want to know this guy's backstory. But we won't, because he's dead. Kinda sucks, really, if you think about it. Hey guys, LunarSpawn27 here, bringing you Bleach, chapter 570, Closer, Closer. So the chapter begins with a flashback of As Nodt before he became a Sternritter and met Yuha. He was in the hospital wearing a breathing mask under some sort of critical condition, not sure what really happened to him. Now, while lying in bed, he was thinking how life is harsh and full of pain. Why must we endure something as painful as living? He then even thinks about what heaven and hell would be like. As Nodt thought that heaven is a place where you're impervious to pain, while hell is something even worse. Now, I don't know if I should point this out, but As Nodt turned to look at this book, the title, we don't know what it is, but it's something Bell. I'm not sure if this has some sort of significance, but I don't know, something I just have to point out. Now, someone came to visit As Nodt, and it turns out that someone happens to be Yuha. According to Yuha, As Nodt was one of the few survivors. I didn't know what he meant by that, but I can think of two possible things. One, the few survivors of the Shinigamis eradicating the Quincies, or two, the survivors of the holy purification conducted by Yuha in order to purify the Quincy race. And during this flashback, Yuha offers As Nodt a chance to gain unimaginable power. Now, when the flashback ends, we see As Nodt once again, and he's having his final thoughts before he dies. In his final thoughts, he thinks that he'll end up in hell, and that he's afraid of the pain that will be awaiting for him. So we know that As Nodt's fear was not only just Yuha, but also feeling pain, since he endured that in the past. And of course, a couple more words on fear out of the way, As Nodt is officially dead. As we see his Titan thing completely frozen thanks to Rukia's bankai, Hakka no Togame, and the As Nodt Titan dissolves into an icy mist and parts of its body starts to break and crumble. So now that As Nodt is dead, I believe the total count of Sternritters that have been killed and souls returning to Yuha is about 10. 10 because I counted Courage AOP. So my theory of Rukia's bankai was going to be some sort of white hazy mist that freezes anything within its range. And turns out I was right, because in the previous chapter it ended off with this white haze. And then in this chapter with As Nodt, everything is completely frozen in ice. Although I was hoping to get a better look at how the technique worked from Rukia's bankai, but I guess not. But we do get to see what Rukia looks like with her bankai activated, and it looks pretty cool. She too is completely frozen herself, and she's wearing a very pretty kimono and is wearing some sort of hair clip on her hair. I don't know, but it looks really cool. However, it seems that Rukia can't keep her bankai activated for long, because when you see her hand also starts to crack. So I'm guessing if she goes over a time limit, her body will also crumble and break like As Nodt. So this is another kind of bankai that will harm the user. Now, Byakuya actually grabs Rukia's hand, and even his hand starts to slowly freeze, telling her to let it melt slowly and to take her time. He even acknowledges Rukia's bankai, saying that it was breathtaking. But he also gives her even more advice, telling her that there is almost no margin for error. The slightest miscalculation would be disastrous. Be deliberate, never be reckless. A blade wielded by fear can never be used to save someone. So if there was a slight margin of error, Rukia's bankai would be incredibly dangerous. So does this mean that we won't get to see Rukia's bankai again? Maybe we will, I hope so, because I want to see what else it can do. Get a better look at its abilities. By the way, I did like this moment with Byakuya acknowledging Rukia's bankai and her strength, and also giving her some advice. I really did like it. So with that out of the way, Rukia and Byakuya head off to God knows where. We cut to Isane, who is still healing Rose. By the way, what the hell happened with the rest of Squad 4? I mean, now that Unohana's dead, where the hell are they? Well, anyway, Yachiru returns to Isane and has brought a mattress that she stole from the Quincies. Apparently, she was on a special assignment for Isane, and she apologizes for dragging her along with this. However, Yachiru just replies happily saying, "You're doing me the favor. Now that Ken-chan won't be coming back, my schedule's wide open." Wait, does Yachiru assume that Kenpachi is dead? Because he's not. He has his Zanpakuto's name now, which, by the way, where the fuck is Kenpachi? I'm still waiting. Also, that reminds me, what the hell did Unohana write in that letter she sent to Isane? Well, I guess we won't know. At least not for a while. So Isane wonders how the Sternritters haven't found their location, and then she hears a voice. Assuming it was coming behind her, she turns around, but the voice said, "What are you staring at? I'm over here." And in the next page... oh god, it's a creepy old man with things on his head with an afro and glasses and a lazy eye. Ew. God, I thought we wouldn't have to deal with this now that As Nodt is dead. Guess not. So creepy old man says, "Peekaboo, I see you," and repeats the same words over and over again. Oh my god, I mean, we dealt with As Nodt saying, "Fear, fear, fear," and all that repeatedly, and now this guy is saying, I see you. Great. Just what we need at this point. Also, god damn it, I was gonna do a mini skit about this, but I already did the same thing with As Nodt and Rukia, so damn it. The creepy old man says, "Watch closely as I vanish from your field of vision." But before he can finish his sentence, Yachiru just comes right in and punches him, saying, "You're it! Yay, Yachiru! See, she's more than just being cute." I mean, she is lieutenant after all. But the creepy old man disappears, and Yachiru doesn't even remember trying to punch him. Then all of a sudden, something hits her on the face. And now, I know that she's a Shinigami and all, but seriously, seeing Yachiru getting punched like that, that's just mean. Now, we actually learn the creepy old man is a Sternritter, and we learn his name and letter. He is Sternritter V, Vanishing Point, Gwenhile. That is his name, by the way, Gwenhile. My very essence vanishes right before your very eyes and slips right out of your mind. So Gwenhile can turn invisible and can erase his existence from his opponent's memories when he turns invisible and nobody can see him. Wait a minute. An entity that erases its own existence from other people's memories when he is no longer in line of sight? Oh my god. Gwenhile is a silence! The Sternritters have recruited the silence! Oh shit! Well, as long as they don't get their hands on Daleks or Cybermen. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 570. What did I think? I thought the chapter was okay. We didn't actually get to see a bit more of Rukia's bankai's ability, but we got the gist of it, so that's understandable. And Rukia's appearance when she activates her bankai actually looks very cool, very pretty. And hopefully we'll get to see more of Rukia's bankai, since not a lot of its ability has been revealed. With Isane and Yachiru, it seems that they are going to fight against this other Sternritter. Sternritter V, Vanishing Point, Gwenhile. So an invisible Quincy. Come to think of it, we haven't actually seen these two fight at all. I'm hoping we get to see Yachiru fight because she was lieutenant to Squad 11, so she's got to have some sort of special abilities of her own. Isane, the only time we've seen her fight was that one time she, Chojiro, and Omaida activated their Shikais and tried to take on Ichigo during Soul Society arc. Well, we all know how that went. They got their asses kicked. So I don't know if they will be able to handle themselves against Gwenhile, especially since they can't see him. But maybe we'll get to see what Isane can do, since we've seen her activate her Shikai, which is Itegumo, and that means frozen cloud. So maybe it's another kind of ice snow Zanpakuto or something. Maybe we'll get to see Isane and Yachiru fight. It would be pretty cool to see. And I am intrigued about this Gwenhile guy, even though he looks like a creepy old man. Although if you ask me, me, I don't know why, he kind of looks like Soken Ishida, Uri's grandfather. Is that a bit of a coincidence, or is it just me? Oh, I just thought of something really cool. We get to see Isane and Yachiru fight for a bit, and maybe the chapter after that, when they're having a hard time, Kenpachi shows up and fights against Gwenhao. That would be so freaking awesome, especially since he already dealt with Kaname and his bankai. His ability is kind of similar to Kaname's bankai, except it only altered all of its senses except for touch. Fingers crossed for Kenpachi showing up and beating this Gwenhao guy. I am looking forward to next week's chapter. I am intrigued. So overall, I thought the chapter was decent. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 570. Tell me guys, what do you think of this week's chapter? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you interested in this potential fight between Gwenhao and Yachiru and Isane? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it and subscribe to more videos. Also be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, this is Bleach chapter 570. Oh, but before I go, I know that Toriko chapter came out this week, but unfortunately since I don't have a lot of time right now, I can only do the Naruto and Bleach chapter reviews. The Toriko chapter review will be out tomorrow, I promise you that. But I will say this about the Toriko chapter. It made me feel happy. It made me feel better after watching episode 143 of the Toriko anime. And with that, I say Shimabukuro arigato. Arigato for that chapter. It made me happy. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna respond to my 7 and I'll see you guys later. Bye.